everyone!
Welcome to
Star Stories
with
Inner Star Kids.
I'm Allison,
And I'm Aria.
and we're here to lead you on a magical mindfulness story. So, go ahead and get comfy and
Let's get ready for the story!
today we are going to listen to Unicorn practice her inner star power of trusting herself. Today's story is called Unicorn Finds Her Light. We all have a special light shining inside of us, even you. And that light can help us figure things out, solve problems, and see more clearly. Sometimes, when we're scared or confused, it can be hard to find our light. So, it's important to practice. Let's practice finding our light now. Go ahead and make yourself nice and comfortable. You can sit up nice and tall, or you can lie down and relax. When you're ready, take a deep breath in through your nose and gently breathe out through your mouth. Perfect. Close your eyes if you'd like to. Can you feel your body touching the floor or the chair? Pay attention to how your body feels. Now, see if you can feel your heart. Can you imagine your heart beating? Can you hear it? Feel your breath. Feel your belly going up as you breathe in, and feel your belly going down as you breathe out. And now, imagine that you have a unicorn horn growing out of the top of your head. Imagine this unicorn horn growing longer and longer until it is exactly as long as you want it to be. What color is your unicorn horn? Beautiful. Imagine a bright light in your heart. And imagine that your heart is sending that light to your beautiful unicorn horn. Take some time to imagine that light filling up your unicorn horn. And now, your unicorn horn begins to glow with that light. Your unicorn horn is glowing brighter and brighter. This light coming from your unicorn horn is your very own light. The light from your unicorn horn is special because it belongs only to you. What color is your light? Can you imagine this light creating a beautiful glowing bubble all around your body? Take a moment to imagine your whole body floating in a bubble of beautiful light. This light bubble is so safe and so peaceful. Now, take a deep breath and allow the light to go back into your heart. Your heart feels peaceful. Your heart feels strong. Your heart is full of light. And you can imagine the unicorn horn fading away. But you can imagine your unicorn horn anytime you need help finding your own light. Beautiful. Take one more breath in through your nose and slowly let it out through your mouth. you can slowly open your eyes. How did that make you feel? It made me feel really peaceful and helped me remember that my light is bright and beautiful. Now that you have found your light, let's see how Unicorn's inner star power of trusting herself helps her remember her light too.
Let's see what happens. Unicorn finds her light.
Unicorn was racing through the forest, giggling as Elephant chased her. Using her glowing horn, she thrust branches out of her way and trotted along the dusty paths. Suddenly, the forest became dark. Unicorn gasped. Only the small, misty light from her magical horn lit her way.
Elephant!
She called out, but only the sound of darkness could be heard.
Where am I?
Unicorn whispered to herself, slinking cautiously through the gloomy trees. Her heart was pounding in her chest.
This isn't where I belong.
She began to panic.
What if I never find my way home?
Unicorn didn't know how to find her way through the darkness. Tears welled up in her eyes. She didn't like feeling lost and alone. She was scared and sad, and her body was trembling. Suddenly, she remembered that she can always ask her inner star power for help. So, she closed her eyes, put one hoof on her heart, and took a deep breath.
I will stop and I will breathe and I will ask my star power. And I know because I'm smart, I'll know what to do.
Unicorn took a deep breath. As she relaxed, her horn began to glow a little bit more brightly. She blinked twice as her eyes began adjusting to the darkness.
I'm okay.
She whispered to herself.
I can figure this out.
As her breathing calmed down, her horn shone even brighter. Unicorn began to understand that she could be her own light in the darkness. She was smart. She was strong. She was brave. She could figure this out. Placing her hoof on her heart, she began to imagine her body filling with courage and strength. The more she imagined it, the more she believed it. She began to imagine what it would feel like to find her way through the dark forest. Her heartbeat slowed down. Her breathing calmed. She began to feel sure of herself.
Yes,
She determined.
I can figure anything out.
Her horn began glowing so brightly that it enveloped her in a hazy purple bubble of light. Amazed, Unicorn felt herself lifting slowly off the forest floor. She rose higher and higher in her bubble of light. Soon she could see the forest below her. As she gazed down from her perch inside of the glowing light bubble, she laughed out loud. Now she could see the meadow just beyond the forest. An elephant was right there. The meadow was only a few steps from where she had stood in the dark forest. What had felt like impenetrable darkness was really only a few steps from the light. Unicorn's light bubble placed her gently back onto the dark forest floor. The light from her horn vanished, and Unicorn was once again in pitch darkness. This time, however, Unicorn knew that she was only a few steps from the light. Though it was still very dark, though she could not see anything at all, she did not feel worried or scared. She knew she only had to put one hoof in front of the other until she found the light again. And so, tripping, stumbling, sometimes falling down, but always trusting herself to take that next step, She soon found herself back in the light of the meadow. "Where were you?" exclaimed Elephant.
I was lost in the darkness for a moment,
Unicorn told her friend.
but when I remembered my own light, I was able to find my way out. Yay!
Elephant and Unicorn hugged and set off for home.
The end.
Wow, I am so proud of Unicorn for remembering her light. She thought her problem was so big and so scary, but it turned out that she was only a few steps away from a solution. Sometimes life is like that. We think we're in the middle of a terrible problem that can't be solved. But if we take a breath, remember our own power and light, and just keep doing what's right, we will soon find ourselves in a much different situation. And remember, it is always okay to talk to a trusted grown-up about your problems and to ask for help. Thanks so much for listening.
And grown-ups, don't forget, if you like this story, please leave us a rating and review.
It will help more people find our magical mindfulness stories. Thanks for listening. Remember to
Shine your light bravely. Namaste.
We'd like to give a very special thank you to Purple Planet for creating amazing royalty-free music. Check them out at purple-planet.com.